All right, hello everyone. Silver here, back with some more Zenless Zone Zero. Again, I fucking swear, other videos are coming. I'm I'm not bullshitting. I swear to God, I just haven't gotten around to recording any. Okay, I'm not like I'm genuine about wanting to do other videos. I just have to get around to actually recording it. It has been hard to genuinely get some time. Uh, One of my outside cats hasn't been coming up at the normal time. So when I do go out to make some money for the cats around my neighborhood, I do extra bike rides to see if I see them around. And I haven't. I haven't seen him around. That doesn't mean anything bad's happened to him. He is an outside cat, and he's done this before, but it's still something that makes you worry as a cat owner. Because I have had some more wildish cats who have come back very hurt because they prefer being outside. They get very anxious staying inside for too long. So you have to let them out and let them go do whatever they need to. Roam around, roll in some dirt. Like Scrappy tends to like to do. Scrappy seems the type to roll in dirt. Uh, and I think Black Beauty, another cat that we have outside, who's very good friends with Scrappy, by the way. I think Black Beauty is kind of worried because she seems a little down. I'll do this. I was in another event. I was doing the Bang Boo dress up event. Because I had finished the Cheesetopia. I finished the Cheesetopia event completely. So I was on to the Bang Boo contest event. Again, I'm trying to get resources. I am recording, yeah, I am. I did double check. Because it was running a bit better than it normally does on a recording. And I was concerned. I was like, hold on. Because I do have I have Opera open as well. Which I normally wouldn't. But I wanted to. Since I do already have a build for Anton, I wanted to kind of start. Even though I want to make his build a lot better, I was wanting to focus on building up some of my other characters so I can stop missing some polychrome from, like, not doing DA and stuff. Because I can't really do DA with my current setups. It's not easy. I can't very well clear. So I was wanting to at least get my characters some type of I wanted to get some of them some type of leveled up, like properly built to some degree. So I was gonna build, when I go to area patrol, I was gonna build Lycon's disk drives next. I don't know why you would want the other coffees, by the way. I genuinely don't understand why you would need the other coffee in the game. Maybe if you needed a buff to, like, do, to do, like, one fight, possibly? But even then, I don't know if that would be worth it, necessarily. So it's much easier to just do Tin Master Special, get the extra energy. Maybe if you have everything, like, maxed out, you don't need that extra energy. Maybe then. But currently, I don't have a reason to do anything but Tin Master Special. Have no reason. Let me see what I need. King of the Summit, 4 piece. I'll go ahead and start doing Lycon's building. Is that King of the Summit? Yep. I do not have nearly as much energy as I thought I would have. Like, nowhere the fuck near. Absolutely nowhere the fuck near the energy I thought I would have. It's just like, I didn't even, like, play that late. I mean, I might have played a little bit later. Used some energy. But I'll assure you, we're gonna do some other stuff at some point in the game. We will eventually. I can't promise. I can't promise it because my PC might not be able to handle it. I'd love to do, like, DA stuff, but my PC cannot exist. Like, I lag even without recording during certain DA fights. Because I've tried some of them. And there's certain points where I will lag. And it's only in certain fights. Like, I didn't lag, like, at all fighting Defiler before. I was trying really hard to at least get 6K to get 1 star on Defiler before I had finished any of my teams, before I'd, like, properly started building teams. So yeah, no, I have tried some of the DA fights. And I got close to 6K with Anton, Ambi, and Nicole. I got very close. Ambi was absolutely not built. Anton was kind of built. And Nicole not built really at all. But no, I'm gonna try to do some other content eventually. I've tried doing, like, some of the Limnian Hollow stuff, as you've seen before in videos. In my previous videos. In this series specifically. I know I probably didn't finish my cat story. At all. I don't think I finished it at all. Ow. He's got no damage right now. But he might have some damage later. Again, my only damage dealer literally is Anton in this party. I think even Nicole might do more damage than him, because she does have disc drives. Ow. I'm lagging hard here. If this shows you why I don't do like other content on this in these videos, and it's not for lack of like trying to get a better setup, because I have been trying at times. It's just hard for me to actually make money. I explained it previously. The reason why. Auto dismantle A rank and below. I just genuinely can't at this current time. Takes everything I have. I want to upgrade my setup, but it takes everything I have to take care of my cats. And I shouldn't even really own cats based on my allergies and my like physical state. But I can't just let them die on the street. I weirdly have a heart. I know that's weird for a VTuber. To be like, oh yeah, no, I can't leave a cat. You know? I can't leave a cat stranded. It's very... I mean, it's not weird, I would say. But it is one of those things where I can't... I wouldn't be able to leave a cat hanging, basically. It would be a no-go for me. I would have a heart attack. But I have tried doing other things that I can do from like home. In my area, there's like there is fuck all in terms of actual like remote work. And I've tried some things that are like, because I have been a writer at times. I've never necessarily done anything I would say professionally. I have worked on side gigs and stuff, as well as do like commissions. But one of the side gig apps I have used, a lot of times it just wasn't worth the money. Because one was like, oh, $5 for 20 articles on a website for like games journalism. And that's draining because they don't want actual journalism. They want what would be like performative journalism in the form of, oh hey, here's we want you to make a tier list on this game. Don't be mean. You cannot be mean. You can't say how bad it is. You can only talk nice about the game. We only want tier lists, even though we've told you when you signed up for this job that you can write about whatever you want. We only want tier lists. Yeah, no. I've also had. Oh yeah, I was told to try to run double stun at one point with this because of Anton's buff. But no, I've tried doing like side gigs like that, and it was just never worth the money. The amount of time you spent into it. Uh, just miserable for the amount you actually get out of it. And I've thought about going back to like in my spare time working on like games. Uh, Although they wouldn't be. I have like RPG Maker, so it wouldn't be like a super graphically intense game. I also know how to use Python. Uh, like I know how to use the coding for the RenP specifically. I know Python coding specifically for RenP, which is a visual novel software. I'm just not an artist. So doing anything like that, I would have to find somebody who would be willing to do the art because I don't have money to pay them currently. As well as I've tried a lot of avenues, genuinely, to try to make some type of money. I've tried a lot of avenues. It's very because again, it's very hard for me to actually like work like that. I can't easily. No, I'm not spinning polychrome on that. I can't easily work, so it's genuinely a problem.
Is that like you? Huh? Do you have a secret you want to share?
Because I try. 'Cause, again, I do force myself. It does tell me as well that I should have. It doesn't. This isn't accounted for in the thing that I'm looking at. The build guide. It has this instead. Hold on, not in hands. I'm in overclock. I should have another one. Yeah. But I do try to like I've tried a lot of avenues, but my body physically is not. It's very hard for my on my body specifically. It is told. I do see that it shows this is the best one for him. Precious fossilized core. Because it has to do with days. It's the most used one, I believe. Uh, it's either this or steam oven is what it shows. Because simmering pot is not. It's not accounted for on the build thing that I use. It's just not there yet. But no, no, I'm sorry. Sorry that I like get scatterbrained. um, uh, Trying to see what would do the most here. Okay, Okay, so that does increase like his days and stuff. I'll just fucking hit it. I mean, fuck it. I have a ton. I genuinely have a ton of ice. I don't know why. Uh, the next one would be this, right? Yeah. I also have a ton of these, the chips to replace. I've been getting a lot of those for doing stuff. But and no, I've genuinely tried a lot of different avenues to make money. And because it's very hard for me to actually work with my health being a concern, because even like doing the work I do, it's often I'll find myself at a loss for breath. And it's not just from being out of shape, because I'm not necessarily out of shape, I would say. It's just the problem of, like, I can't, it's just hard, genuinely. It's just one of those things where I wish I could. I wish I could, like, actually do more work. King of the Summit. It's just very hard for me to actually do a lot of work for extended periods of time. Which does suck. It makes it a lot harder for me to actually make some money in order to, like, genuinely do something. Like, if I wanted to save for something, let's say, it makes it very hard. But I do try, even doing the work I do, like outside work for people, or cleaning somebody's house around the neighborhood. Even that gets me to a point to where it's like, okay, I need to like sit down, because again, I cannot stress my lungs too much, or I could very easily, I'm prone to perforating my diaphragm or trachea due to asthma issues, because I had severe asthma up until I was like 20. Around that time, I finally started growing out of it, but I still have seasonal allergies to where when the weather changes too frequently, it heavily affects my breathing, as well as, of course, the issues with if I work too hard, I'm very likely to, at minimum, sprain my diaphragm. At worst, perforate or tear a hole in my lung or trachea. And I did explain this in a previous video. That's one of the reasons, like, kind of living at my parents' place, why I don't have a different PC, or else I would have already saved up for a new PC, gotten a lot of stuff to make my channel a lot better. I would have by now. I would have had a lot of that because it's been a bit since I've been here. And I have tried working at places. Like I even tried to work at a local Lowe's at one point. And I had also tried at Zaxby's because I'd worked at Zaxby's previously, so I have experience there. I had tried working at the Lowe's, but I kept having health issues due to overexerting myself. And it led to them having to, because I had missed so many days, them having to cut ties with me. Not that I couldn't go back now, because I could, but I don't want it to be a continuous, oh hey, I'm gonna go work for this place for a few months, and then my health's gonna act up again. And then I'm stuck not being able to work for a time, you know? I don't want that. That always sucks, having that kind of shit happen. So, I try not to do it. I try not to, I don't want that to be a thing for me. Because that's how it typically goes with how my body is. I'll try to work for a bit. I'll catch, like, even a fucking common cold will put me down for a while. As well as the stress on my body from lifting things or, you know, too much physical-esque labor. Even stress is a contributing factor, because I do have quite high anxiety as well. And one of the triggers for my any problems I have now is panic and anxiety. That's a hard trigger for me. And being around people makes me anxious to begin with. But yeah, no, either way. I want to improve the setup so I can make better videos and actually stream shit for everybody. However, it's very hard for me to make that type of money. And I am trying to at least, you know, save up something for improvements like that. But it's very hard for me to find any kind of gig work for that. But no, yeah, sorry. That was a long rant about bullshit probably nobody cares about. So, either way, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I've done all the daily stuff that I really could for the video. If I could, I would do shit like Hollow Zero and stuff, but currently I can't with my setup. And either way, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.